That's why I call you an FBI agent or whatever they call you. Like, this authority that you think you have. So you know what I said? And to all the people that go, oh, you ain't doing it because you scared or he smoked you. Nah, I'm not going to let the oxygen feed the fire.
Bring people into another social media stream.
Yeah.
Make your money, make that same money there.
Even Vlad hit me up and said, let me read this text exchange. And this is going to be my last thing on this.
Y'all thought y'all could keep Aries Spears out the headline. Y'all thought he was scared of Vlad? Look at God, boy. Look at God, boy. And look, he ain't say nothing about Corey Holcomb, though. I'm gonna just let y'all know that. Hey, so Corey Holcomb, Aries Spears done double down, bro. Triple down, bro. He ain't scared. He done explained why he ain't go on Vlad TV. And he also got his man right and told him, hey, don't ever go against the family, boy. Like, if y'all gonna fight, y'all need to fight. For real, bro. What y'all doing? I'm about to push y'all together because I'm tired of this. Y'all just keep talking about each other, saying the same thing. He won $4,000. He won $8,000.
Listen, people, stop sending me all this on Instagram about the Vlad situation. You know, I'm good. You know, it's like, people, y'all be killing me, man, with this where y'all go, yo, man, that cooking you, man. That cooking you. What you gonna do? He cooking you. He on your neck. Listen, man, I'm 51, not 15. I don't know why y'all think that this stops anything. I love how y'all say that, like he cooking me. Like, in other words, yo, man, because of Vlad, you need to go back on Vlad. I don't need Vlad. I've had a career that has existed long before Vlad was even a thought. And I love how y'all act like, what do you think this stops? What do you think it stops? Nothing stops. Shawshank Redemption. No, it stops now. No, it doesn't stop. Nothing stops. Pretty much all the shows here in San Jose sold out. We had to add one on Saturday because both shows were sold out on Saturday. Both shows sold out on Friday. Andy, let me ask you a question. Where were we? We went to Europe, right?
Yeah.
How many shows did we do?
We did 12 shows, I think, in 14 days.
How many shows were sold out?
All of them, I think.
Okay, there's that. You know, and I'm gonna read we're gonna do some stupid today, and I love when people love it. It's the most cliche, unoriginal shit. I'm begging you guys, come up with something original. You gotta stop going to the cliche, man, you a failed comedian. Your career is failing. No one wants to hire you. You're not popular. Nobody likes you. Again, we were in a different country. I did 12 sold out shows in a different country because people in the Netherlands, Stockholm, Sweden, Paris, France, Brussels, where else?
Well, the UK, 3 shows.
Germany, London, Birmingham, man, all wanted to see me. People that spoke a different tongue wanted to see me. And in the US, I sell out. So much so that now I'm moving to theaters. What the are you losers talking about? There are some comics who would love to be able to work nonstop, and times are tough, and they get work where they can. Dude, I'm booked all year long.
Yeah, and you need to do something about that.
And with some of them other comics, the room gets papered because they can't sell tickets. They don't paper my shows. I sell out. People, you gotta come with something more original. That is the same version of a woman who breaks up, whose man dumps her and goes, you got a little and you can't. I've been piping you for 8 years. That doesn't make sense. Come up with something else, man.
But in fairness, a lot of people know you or were introduced, not necessarily introduced you to, but reintroduced to you from Vlad.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
So they feel like that's their connection to you.
And then you're idiots.
Well,
because there's research at your fingertips. 36 years I've been at this. Vlad just happened. Jesus, suck my. And incidentally, people said, Yeah, man, kudos to Mark for standing up to you and not kissing your ass, because he even called you out on your... First of all, nobody in this room is in the ass-kissing business. And just like Andy made the comment about your timetable, where if you think you just know me from Vlad because that's what you've seen me on as of recently and only, same thing with this podcast. If you truly know this podcast from day one, Andy and I push back like a... arguments like a... Andy and Mark, arguments like a... and then we all go out and eat pizza and chicken wings. There's no ass kissing in this room. But I will say this to Mark. Fredo, you're my younger brother and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever.
I'm not taking a side.
No, I mean, listen, I'm giving you... and that's just... it's funny to me. It is what it is. But even, like, listen, even Vlad hit me up and said, let me read this text exchange. Says to me, I'm accepting your offer to debate this in person. Let's see if you're man enough to actually do it. To which I said, I'll let you know within 48 hours. Is that okay? Or will that piss you off too? He says 48 hours is fine. Then I guess the 48-hour mark was this Friday. And he goes, 48 hours are up. What are you doing? I love this cop shit. That's why I call you an FBI agent or whatever they call you. Like this authority that you think you have. So you know what I said? Nah, I'm good. To which he responded, not surprised. Now,
You guys are too old.
exactly my point. First of all, I don't think he would have had the guts to call me a in my face. Because again, you're a coward. But I thought about it, and to all the people that go, oh, you ain't doing it because you scared or he smoked you. Nah, I'm not going to let the oxygen feed the fire. It's like, I don't need Vlad. I don't. And even though I might not have got Boozy's numbers or whoever, again, there still were eyeballs that would watch because of me. And I'm also going, if you go back on, what is this going to accomplish? What? And people are like, dude, if you go back on, and it was a mixed bag of nuts. People going, and again, the immature, go back on and smoke that nigga. You need to smoke that. And then there were people going, if you go back on, that's a bad look, dog. You don't need it. Don't do it. For what? And if you do go back on, have your people bring their cameras so that nothing is manipulated, up, edited, misconstrued. Have you bring a camera crew with his camera crew so we can get the truth. Or have him go on your pocket. I don't got time for this.
Now, Vlad's not the first person that had issues with you either. So you both come from a place that can be a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it's over.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if you want to say, or you want to let the internet say, you won, all right, you won. Now what changes? What changes?
The only difference is you don't get the money from Vlad, and Vlad doesn't get the numbers.
And that ain't
you
right,
brought into
change
his.
your money. But it was, I could either stay at home and play PlayStation and make nothing, or burn 2 hours doing an interview and make money. Well, so it was a nice little, here's like Eddie Murphy said, you know, if you marry a man with $300 million, what you gonna do? Get a job at a boutique? And go, I made $70. Put that with the rest. That's little money, okay? I bought stocks with that.
I challenge you for something else, though.
Yeah.
If you really want to prove your point, you don't have to go back on Vlad. Go on Twitch. Record your gaming. Bring people into another social media stream.
Yeah.
Make your money. Make that same money there.
Yeah.
And you could be having fun playing with the fans that want to play with you anyway.
Yeah.
Are you like talking when you're online playing Sega with the boys?
Sega?
And PlayStation?
Man, nigga.
You know, just when you don't think he knows anything old, then he says something old.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm online,
That'd
I got
be
the
great.
headset. Yeah.
Yeah, replace.
Listen, I'm very slow to getting to what needs to be gotten to, but I'll eventually get there. And people keep going, hey, man, you need to listen to Mark, man. Y'all need to go out with a camera and just shoot and throw it up. There's money to be made. There's streaming, and I'm so old school. Like I said, if I were a dinosaur, I'd be a dinosaurus. I'm just so old school that I'm like, but I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
But when you have the camera on, this is the old school. comic that you are.
I got to do something.
Yeah, you think you got to be funny. You just got to be Aries Spears. People pay to come see you do your thing here. Like at where we're at tonight, San Jose. They're going to come here to see Aries Spears perform. But when social media hits and they're getting that window to see, they want to see Aries Spears. You don't have to perform. You just have to be you.
But that's where I come from. I come from that era and that time where it was like, yo, it's like when we were talking earlier before we started the podcast about comics, trash comics getting Netflix specials. We come from a generation, and I was telling you, this one black female lady, I don't know who she is, but I wish I knew her name now. But she goes, there was a time when people got dressed up. Coming to see someone was an event. They got a babysitter. They got dressed up. It was a moment. And it's like, if we take the time to get dressed up, get a sitter, drive all the way to see you, you got to bring it. Give us something. Give us what we paid for. And now we live in an era of mediocrity where it's like, yeah, you don't have to be great.
Yeah, but
Well, there's different levels too of, headliners. There's people like you. There's people starting out headlining. If you can bring the people that do get dressed up,
Robert Downey Jr. had a quote recently where he goes, and I hope to God he's not wrong for the sake of the industry. He goes, if people out there that think streamers are going to replace Hollywood actors, real actors, icons, people that with talent, it's not going to happen.
no, AI will.
it won't replace them. It will duplicate them.
That's even worse.
It's kind of like another form, I think, of reality TV.
It's going to be big for a minute and then kind of
Dissipate?
No, like people still watch reality TV and shit.
but it isn't as big as it was.
No, it isn't. Not nearly.
But we don't know what's going to happen next.
I'm sorry.
But I love when you are yourself because you're naturally funny. You say funny shit when you're not when you're just hanging out, and that's the kind of shit that you don't get on stage.
Goddamn genius.
So you just got to be you and do that stuff. I'm telling you, watching you stream, I think would be funny as. My son is going to get his get online so he can just play games with you. I think people would do that as well. I think that's not that that's the only thing you should be doing, but that's just something you can do. If you're doing it at home, you might as well do it.
I love the people that don't walk in these shoes, that love to sit back from afar and critique and judge and talk. And listen, I know we get a lot of shit about this podcast, one of which, again, during Stupid, I'm going to address two who have been listening to this and stayed with this for so long, but continue to talk, but you're still here. And the funny thing is, again, I don't care how long it takes us. The goal is to get there. And we are literally making steps as we speak to get there. All the criticism of, man, y'all podcasting shit because it's production. Look how y'all do it. You ain't in the studio. All right. It took us a minute, but we're damn near about to be there. And at the end of the day, once you get there, if the spoils of, I forget how that saying goes, something to the spoils or whatever. But if the rewards eventually come, okay, it took a minute, but it came. And it's so easy for people to sit back, point their fingers and talk. All right, where's your podcast? What steps are you making to improve your situation?
You know, what I would say.
It takes time. It takes money. It takes effort. It takes trial and error. It takes mistakes. It's a learning process. It's a learning curve. And we're going through it.
So, is DJ go... So I can't even talk about this no more. I'm not editing this part, bro. Y'all can see I'm tired of this. Like, whatever y'all gonna do, y'all need to do it, bro. Like, y'all need to kiss and go ahead and make up. Somebody commented on one of my videos the other day and said, hey, Aries, go get that man. Like, that's what you need to do, bro. You and Vlad is sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like unless something spectacular happen, this might be my last video on D-Dudes making videos.
We don't brag about
If
what
the
we
master
do.
got sick,
We
he
don't
say, "What's
speak
the
on
matter,
what we
boss?"
see.
He said,
We don't drive our shit no more. We
when
hop
the
on
master's
cars and
house
get on
caught a fire,
feet.
he
Been this block with this new block.
tried to put the fire
Switch it
out.
up like
He didn't want his
cheese.
master's
We know
house
for them
burned.
chase down.
He
Niggas
never
can't
wanted his
run. We
master's
creep.
property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was an house Negro. But then you had some field Negro who lived in a hut, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes.